All right, let's go for that top 1%. All right, we're super close. Let's go. Keep spamming, keep spamming. We're close to that. Close to that score already, which is good. That means we should be able to hit around 2 billion, hopefully. And there we go, 1.9. Close to that 2. And here we go, 2 billion. Nice. That means we should be able to hit that 1%. And there we go. And it is going to be with Squidding Carry. All right, let's go. All right, guys. So season 5 of the Cake Hound Frenzy is officially live. And it is going to be back to the anniversary Cake Hound pack. However, there are some changes that you guys need to realize. And that is one going to be that the caramel arrow comp that you have seen before in previous season, which is going to be season 2, is not going to work anymore. So the almond as well as caramel arrow combo was a bug and has officially been patched. Although almond could cast a spell and although the damage of Link is going to be applied, if you guys see on the screen, caramel arrow is not going to be able to do the damage that she was able to do previously, hitting around a total of 9 billion damage all by herself. So that is no longer going to be a thing, guys. They sent out a notice already during season 2 that it is going to be continuing for season 2. However, it will be patched for the next seasons, which is going to include this one here, guys. And it is no longer going to be available. So that means that we do need to go and find a new team. And the new team that we have going on for this particular season now, for season 5, is going to be using something like this. And that is going to be including Milky Way as well as Captain Caviar, Blueberry Pie, who is the new cookie now, and that's going to be with Squidding and Moonlight. All right, I will go over the replacements later on, but let's quickly go over the toppings real quick for these particular cookies. And every single one of them are going to be including 5 of the Syrian Raspberry like before, guys. But the most important thing that I will recommend you guys to do, of course, is to keep it at least around 5% cooldown in order for every single cookie to take the maximum amount of cooldown, which is going to be 60% with their substats as well as the Jelly Watch buff and the buff that they are able to get from this particular event. So as you guys can see, all of the cookies right now have at least 5% cooldown, and the rest of the substats are going towards attack as well as crit percentage. The higher I can get it, the better it is going to be. All right, and then the treasures are going to be very simple as always, and it is going to be the whistle as well as the scroll and the Jelly Watch. The whistle is going to be applied to both Moonlight as well as Squidding. In this particular team, Squidding is going to be doing the most damage here, guys. Moonlight is going to be doing the secondary most damage. However, she is going to be more of that support role for Squidding in order for Squidding to do more damage, because she is going to be applying that weakness debuff onto the enemy. For some of you guys wondering why Blueberry Pie is in this particular team, it's because of the fact that if you guys look at her skill, she is going to be able to shoot out her laser beam, right? Depending on how many stacks of greed she is able to get. Because of the fact that there's so many of the Cake Hounds within this pack, and every single time Moonlight is able to sleep them, as well as when Blueberry Pie is able to use her skill and tag them with her skill, she is going to be able to get stacks of greed, allowing her to shoot out laser beam many times over. And that's the reason why Blueberry Pie is going to be used. Although her damage is not going to be super massive, she is still going to add a big chunk to the damage. So it is going to be a good idea to use Blueberry Pie in this particular team. Now let's go over the replacement real quick, guys. If you guys are wondering who you could replace Squidding with, you guys can replace Squidding with someone like Espresso, who is going to deal a lot of AoE damage. You guys can replace Squidding with someone like Poison Mushroom as well in order to take advantage of the damage over time if you guys have Poison Mushroom rather than Squidding. But Squidding is once again going to be the main damage dealer. If you guys do not have Moonlight, the cookie that you can replace Moonlight is going to be just like last season, Eclair. Eclair is still able to provide a lot of weakness debuff onto the enemies. Although it is not going to be to every single one of them, he is able to at least apply 4 stacks, which is going to increase your damage by 100% to those particular 3 of the Cake Hounds. All right, so that's the reason why we are going with Eclair if you don't have Moonlight. If you don't have Blueberry Pie, you guys can also replace Blueberry Pie with, once again, someone like Espresso or someone who is able to deal a lot of AoE damage like Poison Mushroom, or even someone like Eclair as well as Black Pearl is going to be an option. However, just keep in mind, this is what I have used to go and reach up to that 198th place so far with 2.3 billion damage. And then now going over the actual buffs, all right? Buffs are a little bit different this time as well compared to the last one and the next one, which is going to be the bunker one. However, for this particular season, the most important thing, if you guys are going to be using this team, is going to be the attack speed as well as crit damage. And then if you guys can get on top of that attack buff to your cookies, those are going to be your top 3 buffs that you are able to get. The reason why the crit damage is going to be better and the overall attack is going to be better than the 10% every single 10 seconds is because of the fact that you don't need to go through a bunker. You're not going over, with caramel arrow or anything like that, and all the hounds are dying. You're still going to be left with every single hound alive. So the more damage you guys can do overall throughout the entire run of 60 seconds is going to be better than keep continuously stacking it over every 10 seconds. All right. And the reason why attack speed is so good is because of the fact that Moonlight, Squidding, Milky Way, as well as Blueberry Pie's skill, they actually need to finish their animation before they are able to get their skill on cooldown. So the faster they are able to cast their spell and finish their animation, the faster the cooldown is going to be, allowing them to cast more spells. That's why attack speed is so good for this particular round or season. And because of the fact that you already have a maxed out cooldown on every single one of the cookies, the faster you guys can finish their animation, you guys are able to take advantage of that cooldown longer. And because of the fact that we do have crit percentage 60% as well as additional 70% crit damage here, if you guys are able to get the 75% crit damage on top of the attack, then you're just gonna do insane amount of damage. And I'm sure that's what we have seen. I don't know how this person reached 10 billion. I think that's literally the max point once again. But you guys can see a lot of the normal players here, all right, that I want to say they're normal, is reaching about 3 billion points, close to 4 billion. I'm sure that's like almost perfect buff, but that's really what they're using right now. So just like you guys saw in the beginning of the video as well as in the middle, the damage is of course not going to be as much as before. But once again, I hope you guys find this guide helpful. But let's go and try to reach a little bit higher, guys, and let me see if I can find the perfect buff right now. All right, guys, so we did get the crit damage 75 as well as the attack plus 50%, which is going to be really, really good. If you guys could get the attack speed right here, then you're probably going to be perfect. But let's see if we can beat the 2.3 billion here. All right, here we go. Let's get it off of the 2.5 now. Let's start spamming. All right. And you can see the reason why, once again, the attack speed is so good for these particular cookies are because of the fact that, they need to finish their animation for their skill to go on the cooldown. So if you can finish the skill faster with the extra attack speed, then the more attack or more skill they are able to use, within this particular round. And, that's the reason why attack speed is so good for this particular season right now. But, we got the crit damage and the attack plus. So hopefully we can still do a little bit more damage, although we are lacking a little bit of attack speed here, guys. And you can see Blueberry Pie still doing, all the laser. And, she can't use her skill while she's using her laser, so that's not a problem. But here we go. 15 seconds remaining. We should be able to use the skill about one more time, I think. And we're close to the 2 billion mark over here already. All right, we beat that 2 billion. We should be able to use Squidding one more time. Maybe Moonlight one more time as well. All right, let's see if we can get the 2.4. And 2.4 right there. So a little bit better. But once again, if we got that attack speed, just straight up raw attack speed, then it probably would have done more damage as well. But there you guys go. Squidding once again doing most damage. We have Moonlight. Although Blueberry Pie is not doing a ton of damage, she is still helping out. If you guys don't want to use Blueberry Pie and you guys feel like, your Ascended Espresso with Magic Candy is going to work better, then you guys can use Espresso as well. Not a problem. Or even Black Pearl. Try out different things and see what you guys can do. But I believe that Blueberry Pie is going to be replaceable in this particular team. But there you guys go. Hope you guys found the video helpful. Good luck with season 5 of the Cake Hound Frenzy. We're almost done reaching that season 6. But good luck once again, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.